I've
Okay.
I am checking to see if we got the bot thingy connected here. It's not connecting yet. Come on. I still want to be able to have like a refresh thing for this. It's so weird. Okay, Stream Element seems to be connected, but Sammy is not. I don't get why. Hey, Robert made it too. Why are we still not connected? What is going wrong here? All right, I'm going to close the app and reopen it. Wait, it says something was wrong when it opened up. Oh, wait, there we go. It's connected. Kevin's always been out of control. It's just been an illusion otherwise. My whole love of computers is it is either working or not working. There's no questionable whatevers. And for a moment there, it was acting more like a stubborn person. So definitely frustratable. All right, come on, connect now. Let's go. Why is...
Why did it say live in 18 minutes?
I have no clue.
It says May 18 at 10 p.m. and then it says live in 18 minutes, huh? It was counting down a moment ago.
There we go. Okay, we've got 2 running. We've got 3 running.
I'm not running. I'm sitting right here.
4. Holy smokes, I think we did it, guys. All right, and the time. Oh, right on time. Look at that. Wait. We could do the robot smushy thing for the people that can see that. I don't know who gets to see that. And away we go. I've been making videos for quite a while now, and yeah, I've been making bracelets for even longer. I started this in 1987 and have been just getting bigger and more difficult with the patterns kinda ever since. And that kind of leads us up to what we're going to be doing here tonight. And that is we are going to try to make a very complicated pattern and turn it into a phone bag that is a gift for somebody very special. So, yeah, let's get the intro going. welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AKAAWOL, and tonight we have a whole brand new project on the board ready to go. This is going to be a phone case. So unlike our smaller bags that we were previously doing, this thing is considerably bigger. So rather than being done in like 3-4 weeks, I'm actually anticipating this to be, well, a bit longer than that. Let's see, here we go. We have a secret word game again, and this time you can win a bag. In order to do this, though, you need to be over on the YouTube stream, because
Horizontal
that's
stream.
a thing. Hang on. Why am I in the wrong buttons here? There we go. That one. And hang on. I thought I was prepared coming into this. Okay, so we got the secret word game and we have the chat to win game. These are both available over on the YouTube horizontal version. And tonight I am joined by my lovely wife Mandy. And yeah. How is everybody? My chat thingy isn't working right, so I'm gonna have to move at least this chat over here. Let's see, pop out. All right, so Robert earlier had been asking me over in Facebook about crafting and stuff. So yes, my mom was a seamstress and she influenced me a lot. So I couldn't spell Bargello, and for the life of me, the voice to text thing was like, nope, do you mean Barcelona? It's like, no, stop it. Drive me crazy. So I used to do Bargello. I designed my own needlepoint thing. I was into just all kinds of crafts. So it was my mom. Well, my grandmother. I was adopted by my grandparents, so I never really knew that she was my grandmother until long after she had passed away. So it's to me, in my mind, it was my mom taught me all this kind of crafty stuff and had all kinds of things around the house. And it wasn't like my dad wasn't around. It was my dad just worked long hours and I was bored. So I come up with like things to do. So this, okay, I don't know if you saw that. What I did was I left out one string right here to make sure that this wouldn't slide any further up. And now all the rest of these that I'm adding on can be done. They'll stop because that first one is there. It's just a little trick. So there's a whole boatload for the people that are over on the YouTube thing. This thing is really huge. And if I tried to put all those strings into a kumi, we would have to actually build a whole new disc for it because there'd be just so many strings. But instead, I can just use a reasonable number and then I can add the strings on here. And that's going to make it so that way we can have this really big envelope like starting thing. And yeah, it'll be cool. So I'm actually following a pattern that's actually up on my computer. And I anticipate that this thing is going to be super difficult. I already know this in advance, that this thing is definitely hard. So what I'm going to do is, and again, this is for anybody that's over here on the YouTube horizontal, will see me crossing off areas that I complete as I complete them. So we got the red, the dark, the white, I need another dark. The colors aren't exactly like the pattern, but that's okay. I can tell the difference. The dark brown is really this blue, and then the whitish color is the sky blue. So this technique where I'm adding the string on here, this is just a lark's head, and it's allowing me to put these on over top of the others. And I'm just going to leave this nice and thick until it comes down to the end where they go into use. So the dark, another light one. So the big goal here is that all the this whole bag will be made entirely on live streams on Saturday nights. And that way, over on my website, AKAAWOL.com, you would be able to go through and you could watch all these videos at some point and be able to follow along and be able to make this for yourself. The patterns over there, all the videos will be linked there. It'll be nice. Hey, Rara. Rara is one of our regulars around here. It's kind of awesome. I don't know. I can't. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of people joining over on Instagram. That's kind of cool. I need one more dark and one more light, and then we'll work on the left-hand side, and then I'm just going to join a little bit of this together, and then we'll just add on chunks as we go. So a dark one. Yeah, I talked to Rara. She joined me on one of the members-only live streams, and I let her know that it had gone out. So yes, I had let her know that the last. So we had the secret word game earlier, and wait, why is my my tablet froze? That was weird. Yeah, so we have a new secret word game. This time you get to win a bag. It's pretty. Not sure if it's on my side. Is it with you? Is the bag on your side?
Yes.
Okay. Just curious. Because I have the other prize. This is the other prize. So this is just a random number. Every time somebody chats, a random number is pulled. Pull the lucky number, you get to win that bracelet. So in case you missed it, this is how I keep the first string from going too far up. I'm just going to leave these strands off to the side and do the lark's head around the rest of the group. And I just do this for the first string. That way, when it slides up, it can only go to where the rest of the string stopped. And now I'll wrap everything around the rest of this outside. It's just a little trick to make things just work out. You know what I mean? Just nice. So if you are a member and you've been looking to see videos getting made and wondering what's going on, well, there's been a lot of other research and development going on over here. We have these brand new things for people who use the super chat or the super stickers that will do crazy overlay things. It gets pretty insane around here. Oh, I can actually show you. There. So there's something happens for the $2 level, a 5, 10, and 20. And this is all just basically money to help keep the channel going and keep it fun around here. So yeah. And if you're wondering about the music, it's the DJ thing from Spotify being like whatever it thinks I would like to listen to, so it gets a little random around here.
I think we had to figure out how to move the YouTube subscribe button.
Oh yeah, right. When we were making the other thing. Yeah, I don't think I can move it. I can move the music thing.
No, I think it's movable. I mean, I see it in different positions on other streams.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a look in the settings after we get done tonight. We got all kinds of people over on the Instagram. Hello and welcome. In case you've never seen me make something, this is pretty neat stuff. All right. So dark, light, dark. So I'm just adding these strings on. So the reason why this kumi is also small is because we have this for a small button. Let me show the rest of the kids. It looks like a little tree. So this is going to be what this thing connects on with. I wonder why we didn't get connected with the chat thing. Yeah, normally we should have the chats up on screen, and it's making me insanely crazy over here. All right, so dark light, dark light. Yeah, it's a little bit hard when you put the Lark's head on. It wants to like kind of lock itself down, like right when it makes the connections. You have to be a little bit cautious to not pull it too tight before you get it slid into position. Just as it's a thing. I, honestly, this is cool that Instagram is going like it is, but I really wish like the joining wasn't the primary thing. Like I would rather see if somebody's making a question. So that's just the bag that's up is nope, that's not that one. That one. That's the bag that's going to be the giveaway. So that's the fun thing. But yeah. It's a small one. It's a pretty small bag, but it's cute. We are making a phone case today, and the phone case is actually it's going to go to my shrink. No lie, I am so grateful for the help that I have received. Um, my shrink has helped me to deal with anxiety issues and things related to ADHD and manic depression. And as a way of kind of saying thanks for everything, I wanted to make this for her. She has no idea what it looks like yet. I will next time I see her direct her to the live streams. I actually will probably visit her more than once before this thing is finished. So she has a chance to actually see what goes into all of this. So I could have added way more string before getting started, but I think I want to just kind of break this into chunks just to make it easier to kind of keep track of where I'm at and what's going on. So over the dark, over the light one, and then it turns at this dark. So there we go. First little row, getting things together. All right. So again, this one has to come down the same amount that the other one did. And then everything inside of it kind of builds down into smaller diamonds. So yeah, we have two different contests going on where people can win stuff, and it all comes down to chatting in the YouTube chat thing. I don't I don't know if it works with see, we were supposed to have the chats combined, and that's not working. And I don't know if it works if people are chatting over in YouTube's vertical stream, because yeah, I just don't know. Matter of fact, I should try to hang on. Let's see. Okay, so no chats over there. 127 views though. Holy smokes! Let's see if I can shrink this. Woo! Too big. So this whole bag, this whole pattern was inspired by a bracelet that I bought from somebody in Indonesia, which had a pretty intense thing going on. And then I kind of took some of those elements and threw in a bunch of my own and ended up creating something that is so, it's going to be so much harder than anything that I've put together as of late. And that's why we're kind of taking our time and working it out. And again, I hate to keep bringing it up, but the fact that the YouTube horizontal just has more things, has more room for things, so they can actually see the pattern I'm working from. And yeah, so in a moment here, I'm going to cross out the area that I've already done because it's really hard. Like this is seriously, this is the kind of stuff that could make a person go a little bit cuckoos. But if I stick to the pattern, take my time, it should be fine. I have done complicated things before. I love how the red is such a, it's like a color, like it's almost as dark as what the dark blue is. Instead of being like something that just stands out, it sort of just feels like it belongs there. I really like that kind of combination. I think outside of these first diamonds, I think everything else kind of goes on a more of a light and dark uh, exchange, and that this first diamond helps to set up that whole thing by kind of changing up the order that they started in. Mind you, when I made the pattern for this, that was kind of a little while ago, a few months, like last September, I think. So I don't necessarily remember all of the reasons why things had to be the way they are, but I can follow a pattern pretty well. All right. So the light color changes direction right at the very end there. It turns the red back to the middle, which allows for it to go get ready for that next diamond, which is exactly what we want. So everything's so far working out perfect.
Louise Singer on Instagram says she's also nodding right now.
Oh, that's awesome. There's a camaraderie going on here with nodders joining together to hang out. That's great. Okay, so that's all that. Let's see. I need the pencil tool. What color? Like, I guess white works. So I am there. Why is it? Oh, because I'm on the wrong layer. Hang on. There we go. So that's the area that we've completed if you're watching over there on the thing. Now I need to add more strings. Yeah, I think there's something awesome about the fact that people can like watch bracelet videos and while they're working on their own and maybe get an idea or three while they're doing it. I think that's awesome. Back when I started, there wasn't a YouTube, there wasn't a Google, there wasn't an internet. Well, there might have been. I don't know. Was there internet for the colleges back in '87? I didn't have internet back then. I don't know when the technical time of when that started, but yeah, there was none of this. I had to come up with patterns and stuff completely on my own. We have one viewer and 5 reactions, have likes going on from Facebook. Can't tell anything what's going on over there on the Instagram. I need massive amounts of monitor space so I can have like all the things open at once. Yeah, so last week we discovered that some of the people from Instagram had no idea that I had a YouTube channel. And the whole streaming and stuff is to kind of help introduce new people to what's going on over here and get you guys on board, get you guys to come over here and try to win some prizes and hang out and, have some fun. There's a madman. Hello, madman.
And Janice on Facebook.
And Janice, all right. Awesome. Yeah, I'm kind of this is probably going to be one of those times where I don't get to pay as much attention to people as I have before because this thing is really, really confusing. This is the most intense thing I've made in a while. So just kind of bear with me. Mandy's gonna kind of, yeah, yeah. Mandy is traffic control around here. She's so up for a pay raise right now. I'm telling you. Oh, I just thought of something we should do, honey. We should have, um, remember how I was calling it the menu? We should have a text version of that that we can throw into the chat periodically so that way people know that there's some cool rewards if you do any of the donation things. Heck, you guys can fire me out of a cannon. So many cool things here. All right, let's see how does the pattern go next? So one of the cool things about a pattern like this is like this next row is this dark blue is just going to go over everything in its path until it gets to where the red is, and then the red does it. So basically, it just means that I don't have to think a whole lot, which is an advantage. I'm not good at thinking a whole lot. So there we go. And a nice thing that you can kind of do if you're trying to make this kind of stuff on your own is kind of follow along with looking at the pattern. Like, okay, so it goes over the dark one, and now it's going to go over the light one. Yeah. And you can see that, yep, that is exactly where that was supposed to land. Now, in this case, we have a dark string that's going to go off to the right. Yeah, this pattern is not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. And this is definitely, if you're a beginner bracelet maker, aspire to do this one day, but practice smaller stuff first because this is some next level stuff right here. This is nothing that I would have wanted to have taken part in as in my youth, for sure. So we're getting into the spirally area here. This is where this light color kicks the yellow off into the sides. And now this light will come down. Yeah, Minute Craft, you're making this sound like this is a terrible, terribly difficult thing. This is not that bad. You've made things that are probably just as complicated. It's don't scare the kids. This isn't that bad. And especially since I'm kind of breaking it down as we go along. If anybody was to follow along in the way that I'm doing this, I think they're going to find this to be a really easier way of doing it. Wait till you guys see. Mandy made the kumi for the strap for this bag. Holy smokes, guys. It is so gorgeous. So you're saying that because it's bigger that it's just makes it more, I don't know. To me, a bigger project is not necessarily like automatically harder. A bigger project is just more time consuming. It's the same knots, it's the same pattern generations that you're doing, the same everything. It's just you end up with a lot of string kind of flying all over the place. Because, like, right now, I probably have 30 pieces of string laying on my lap. Wait, the eye shifting? Hang on. I gotta move this. Yeah, so to get away from that, and yes, I totally get. So when looking at a big pattern, it'd be easy to like mistakenly looking in the wrong area when things are similar. I'm crossing out areas as I accomplish them. If I feel like a particular area is so intense, then um, I will limit like how much I do in there. Hang on, let's see this one. Yeah, like you'll see here shortly. I'm gonna cross off everything where this red box goes to, and off to the side, because yeah. So over the dark, over the light, over the dark, over the light, and then turns it this dark. And now technically I could have waited on this light one here because it's gonna move on down where this red box is, but I thought it'd make for a good area for crossing off. All right, so now from here to here, and that's all that's been done. So now I can start adding strings to the other side now. First one's dark. So I don't know how far we will get with this tonight. But at some point, one of these is going to be really difficult because the two sides of the bags are very, very different. This side starts out with this diamond thing. The other side starts out flat. And I'm not necessarily sure if that's going to make it easier or not. It'll be, certainly going to make it interesting. Yeah, I've been looking at these colors for a little while now, wondering just how nice this is all going to work together. Now that I really see it coming together, I love it. I think this is great. Okay, so there was a dark one. Now this is the light. Oh, I don't think I shared the schedule for this week yet. Normally the schedule goes up over on the community tab for YouTube, but off Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, in case anybody's wondering. Yeah, and then what is the stream? There's a Saturday coming up next month that we're going to be out of town for. I won't be able to make it.
That would be the 8th of June.
Yes. I really hope I calculated out how much string to cut, because it would be less than fun if I have to like get up and actually go cut some string. I just see that the dark ones are getting kind of thin over here. I'm like, wait, did I do this right?
There's a bunch of extras in that tote.
Yes. Well, the light count was almost spot on. So I imagine for once maybe my math is right. I got in trouble earlier because my math was completely off. I like math. I like numbers. I'm just not good at it. I know that certain things will work, but I can't necessarily ever explain them or make it like everything always seems to be like trial and error. Gonna slide this a little bit more into the clip. It's kind of trying to move around on me.
Uh-oh, I think I may be experiencing a malfunction. My internal wires seem to be getting tangled whenever you talk to me.
Yeah, sometimes you need math skills for this stuff. Like when we have a really long strap and you're trying, you know approximately how long that should be, and you know the distance that you need to have on either side of it. Yeah, that's math. When trying to figure out how many strands you need to go around the bag, that's more math. When you need, if you're gonna make other crazy projects and you're trying to dial it into the size of a piece of A4 paper, even more math. Fortunately, though, on my website actually had a math formula to help us actually figure out that last one. You guys might think like I'm putting together like web page so that way you guys can like learn new things and see what I want to share with you. No, it's because if I don't put it somewhere, I'm going to forget about it, and then when I need it, where am I going to go? Nobody else really does all this stuff. So, yeah, it works. So whoever's watching this, if you're over there on, like, say, I don't know, Instagram, if you come over here to the YouTubes and you subscribe, you will make little overlay things happen on the screen, which would be kind of fun for all of us to actually see it happen. Because some of them haven't actually been tested fully yet. So you could make us really happy. Just come over to akaawol.com. Or not, well, no. Go to AKAAWOL on YouTube. That's it. Basically, it's the same name everywhere. All the platforms, all the stuff. Oh yeah, Minutecraft cut her strings into quarters instead of thirds. So it'll tie faster, but she'll have to replace sooner. I remember when there was only about that many strings hanging up from the big project before it made its way all the way over. What was it, 866 strands? There was once a time it was small like that. I'm just teasing. But it is kind of true. Oh no, we made Mandy's eyes roll. uh, oh, I forgot. So members and the mods can, yeah, can. There's two different words that they can add into the chat. One is click, and the other is cheese, and it will take screenshots that we can share later on. but that only works for the YouTube members and the moderators. They had a lanyard over on Shopee that called it a neck hanging rope, which it was meant that you can hang your phone around your neck, not something way more cynical, which was really, really weird. Like, I get it. You're probably not paying the guy who's trying to write up descriptions nearly enough to really think it through. People who are dying to get one? No? No response from the wife on that one? There we go. So this light one doesn't come all the way down. It stops at this light one. And then this dark one goes over top of that. And then this light one bounces the red back into the middle. Got it. You know, with a little bit of like construction work, I bet you it could be made to like something to sleep in. You just need to like put like a vent at the top and the bottom, a couple computer fans to get the air to circulate through there. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I used to work a night shift and I could not stand like the room having a light or whatever. So be able to pull the lid down and be able to sleep in darkness. And then you have, with those computer fans, you could kind of put the dial switch on it so you could kind of get it to the right speed so you're not, freezing or too warm. Yeah. And so the same thing as we did on the other one, the dark one comes over top of the light. The red is bounced back in from the light one. Cool. So now I can add more to my pattern that's completed. So now we start adding in the darks and the yellows. So the next one is a dark. Hey, Trisha joined over on Instagram.
Oh,
Trish, hello. I wonder if she's still there.
she just waved.
Oh, she wowed. I thought I miscalculated. No, no, no. My dark blue strings fell to the floor. I'm like, why is there not enough? Oh, because they're on the floor. And that's just lovely. All right. Dark, light, dark.
At least they're not in a band.
No, no, they did not fall gently. Not how I wanted this to happen. All right, wait, let's go back here. Dark, light, and another dark. So let's put this one down here because I already have it. Oh, it's not centered well. Yes. So Trish is saying it's the first time she's seen me over on the Instagram's live stream. Yes. This is a relatively new thing. We did it first time when? Last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, first time was last week. We're getting a little bit better at it. Obviously, if you want a chance to win stuff, you got to come over to the YouTube side of things. That's where all the good stuff is happening. That's where people can see the pattern that I'm working from and see the areas that I'm crossing off as I'm doing it. I'm surprised nobody asked about the little blue dots. No sparkly ones, eh? I, for a long time, wondered why nobody ever hit the subject, but apparently somebody has. Somebody's come up with this idea of vampires in Alaska. And I think that's got to be the most genius thing ever. Because Alaska has like 3 months of darkness. I never read the novels or whatever. I don't think that got popular enough to like make it to the movies or anything. But I think it's such a fun premise. It's so 3 months of like longer days or whatever. No, it's not 6 months of darkness. It's 3 months dark, and then 3 months of mixes, and then 3 months of mostly all light.
That's a total of 9 months.
It mixes again. You got the middle, the other middle, and the two mixing ones. See, I told you I don't do the maths. But you kind of get the gist. Okay. Over the dark, over the yellow. Over the dark. Over the light. And stops at that next dark. Then this yellow. Well, you do realize that the whole nickname AWOL has something to do with like not being there, right? Has that not made it into the lore yet? That's essentially the whole gist of the joke. It's not there. Was not authorized to leave. Trish, you got to come over to the big screen. Come over to the YouTubes. You're only seeing a small piece of the bigger picture. Uh-oh. What the heck? There we go. Yeah, so I was missing from my station in San Diego, California, because my sister was getting married. My father passed away when I was like 7. So I was and I was the only boy. So I was supposed to give her away, and they weren't going to grant me the leave to go home. So I packed up a big old duffel bag and head on out. Went back to Detroit for 28 days, so I couldn't be charged with desertion. Got into all kinds of mischief and trouble. And a guy with a nickname of Hubcap thought that the nickname AWOL was perfect because I was under the influence for most of that whole 28 days. Yeah, so I really, really was not there. So yeah, it was pretty crazy stuff. And then when I got into making bracelets, I noticed that people at parties can't remember Kevin. And why would they? It's just a basic name. But they all remembered AWOL. And it just kind of worked out really, really cool. Yeah. I showed up at Mandy's doorstep with duffel bags.
No, kinda.
Eventually. I mean, I stayed in Lavender for a little bit, but I still showed up with duffel bags.
No, you didn't.
The duffel bags are in the closet. I can go get them right now.
No, the duffel bags were left behind in New York.
Well, yeah, but I said eventually. Yeah, when I
So
first got
you
here,
didn't show up with them.
when I first got here, no change of clothes, no nothing. I ended up having to buy like clothes and underwear and stuff because all my bags didn't get transferred in New York. Because, you know, America, home of the brave. All right, another little section carved out. Yeah, so like I the friend who came to meet up with me is standing outside the window looking and like, what's going on? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I like kind of hurried to get down to the luggage pickup. And like, there's just me and one other guy still standing there, both of us looking completely lost. And this pretty lady comes over to me with a clipboard. And she, are you, Kevin? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got some bad news that, your luggage didn't make it and blah, blah, blah. And, but that, you know, we're going to give you money. They gave me what, $200 to buy some clothes to, you know, I've been in a flight for 24 hours. My pits are not in good condition. I'm about to meet the woman of my dreams. And all I want is a nice shower and a change of clothes. And all my clothes are not there. And I'm jet lagged to beat hell. I'm lucky she didn't just like come over and instead of hugging me, just like, nope.
Or at least we didn't have the luggage.
Yeah, that was a bonus. The backpack I was carrying was Victorinox, really super heavy duty thing. Oh wait, I still have that, don't I? I can use that on my outings. I'm pulling that thing back. I loved that bag. It had so many little hidey spots for everything. I wonder if
It's so heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy on its own, but it's when you're looking to grab something out of your bag and you can just go to the pocket where that thing belongs. Oh, that's so awesome. You have no idea. I love that feeling. So Trisha said, okay. Don't tell me she went to the wrong one. Because we have the vertical, horizontal. No, that's just. Hang on, let's see. No. So vertical has got like 3 viewers over there, almost nobody. We got 7 in the main one. Yeah, so diaper bags typically only have one single strap. So those are not the most ideal thing for a guy with a bad back. And we've got Gaga Crochets saying that this is so cool. Well, thank you very much. I think it's pretty cool myself, actually. Of course I do.
SK just joined the Instagram.
Oh, really? Hi. Wow. Hello, SK. Why haven't we hung out in a long, long time? Let's go have out one of these days here. Trish, you made it to the vertical. Yeah, that's the wrong chat. I knew it. There's a horizontal one as well as a vertical. The vertical is like it's thrown out there to anybody who's watching the shorts. That's so funny. Yeah, waterproofed and stuff. Yeah. So the it's supposed to be like a computer bag. The Victorinox one I have. It's supposed to be like pretty heavy duty. It's got some nice bottle holding capabilities and stuff. I've been using this Xiaomi bag, which was nice. It's held up pretty good, but it's starting to fall apart because I'm kind of hard on stuff. Like I kind of, you know, I'll kind of test how much stuff can be stored before it, you know, has an issue. But yeah, I need bags that can like distribute the weight on both sides. Otherwise, I'll have back trouble. Although I seem to be doing better now that like I got the right shoes and the right insert things for them. Plus, I think there's something about that Chinese herbal drink that I'm doing that might actually be helping. It's supposed to. I wasn't 100% sold until I haven't had too much trouble since. So how is it nobody said diaper bags carry a lot of am I allowed to say that word? The heck are they playing now? Sometimes the music here is just a little too random. I have no idea what this is, but I gotta change it here in a moment. You can watch both at the same time. Trish, welcome to the big stream. Woohoo! Look at that. That is just coming along great. I gotta cross off some more spots on it though. Let's go. We hit here to here to there. Check that out. So the blue dots were to let me know that I don't add any more string after that. That string is actually in the groups of string that we started with. So if you're looking at the pattern and you're trying to figure out what's going on, that's it. So now that picked the string up off the floor, yeah, I totally have just enough to finish up everything that we're doing here tonight. Mind you, this is kind of coming together a lot faster than I thought it was. I was afraid that we weren't going to have much done this evening. We might actually get to where we add the strap on to this. Like, wait, it's over. I just haven't showed you guys this. Look at this. This is the rope for this bag. I don't know if you can make out like how amazing that is, but yeah, Mandy outdid herself. It's kind of, it almost seems like a leopard print. All right. I gotta change the music. Dark light, dark light. Light. Dark. Dark. And now one more light one. All right. So now, dark on dark, then dark over yellow. It's kind of funny how the yellow one is traveling underneath inside of this light area, but it had to. It was the only way to work out some of this. I do kind of remember that. Then over the light, it stops at this dark. My new craft's going. Good night, my new craft. So this yellow one turns where the light is. So I'm not sure. It kind of, on my monitor, it looks like the lightest color is a white. It's not. It is a very, very light blue. It's like a sky blue, which I think really lends itself well to this project. Just for the, you know, it kind of complements the darker blue. I think white would have maybe been too much, but this light blue, definitely very cool. I like this song. Round and round, round and round, round it goes. It stops. Is there a way of seeing how many people are actually on the Instagram thing? I don't. Oh, wait, I found it. Never mind. 2.
Yeah, a lot of people basically pop in and out.
Yeah, there's been a lot of popping in. I don't know. Don't know how
It's
many.
about 50.
Yeah. Pretty insane. Let's see the 187 over on the vertical stream. Average view duration is about 57 seconds. So almost a minute. But hey, every little bit helps, and if it helps anybody to discover the channel and want to hang out with us more, I think that's great. Another section. Oh, I'm getting the little heart things over. Thank you, whoever's doing that. That's so cool. All right. Now to build the little spirally thing over here. So this one goes all the way to the dark blue before the end. I love the effects. I barely have that window open because there's like very little room left on my display for anything, but like there's little party things going on over from the chat in the vertical stream. Way cool. Oh, I guess should remind people periodically. I've been working really super hard on some cool special effects for the donations. Like if you do the super chat or the what's the other one called? Super stickers.
Mm-hmm.
So there's neat things will happen if you guys want to try this stuff out. So if you'd like to make a little contribution towards floss and all that kind of good stuff, might as well check out the effects. And it takes a screenshot. I just learned that OBS has the ability to take a screenshot. So when you do it, it will screenshot me in whatever the effect thing was. And then we can all have a laugh about that later on. Because those are pretty funny. Oh God, it'll be easier. If you take my head down to my toe. Man, this whole light color thing here is so, I don't know. I just like the contrast. And then going into the gold and stuff, like the color balance is just so spot on. So I have no idea who is spamming the hearts and everything over there, but that was fun. Let's see what the Instagram is doing. Oh, beautiful pattern and colors. Thank you. Maruko Boo. I have no idea if I'm saying the name right. I might even. I tried. So yeah, so last week, as a direct result of mixing up the streams, we found that a few followers from over there over on Instagram did not know didn't know anything about my whole YouTube thing. So they came over and joined and subbed. And at the end of the day, we ended up with something like 9 or 10 new subscribers. Haven't seen any new subscribers here tonight. I was kind of looking forward to it happening because their special effects will happen for that too. But yeah, it did seem to help bring in some new people to check it out, which is good. I am Sino W joined. That's an interesting name. Sino? I am Sino with joined. And then CK Katrina. Oh, that's easy. So the one thing that's definitely going to make this project different from some of the other ones is some of these strings will run out before I get to the end of it. And yeah, when that happens, I will have to replace them. That's a little bit more work. It's not the end of the world or anything, but it's more work. Over the dark. Over the light. And turns at the dark. So in an hour and a half, this is how far we've gotten. I'd say that's not bad. The the heart things are going off again. Hang on, let me see if I can move this window around and see what's going on. Oh, there was more chat that was over there I couldn't see. So yes, the cup holder. The cup holder is definitely awesome. And let me see if I can shrink this one down so I can see both chats. Yeah, so in case anybody hasn't seen it, there's a cup holder that I recently made. I've uploaded all of the stuff to my editing software, but I have not gotten around to editing that video. I have no idea when that's actually even going to come out. But there was like a lot of footage that was created. And yeah, turned out really neat. But this bag should turn out to be pretty amazing. Again, it's made big enough to actually hold a phone, so that's kind of cool.
Well, hold today's phone.
Right.
The last bag you made would have been big enough to hold a Nokia.
Okay. Well, really, the last phone one held 4 or 5 pens pretty easily. If you're like one of those people like myself who likes to have a couple different pens with different ink. Oh, another good song. Why can't the DJ just stick to like bangers like this?
Hey, you've got 3,000 subscribers.
I do. 3,001, I think it was earlier today. I don't know. It may have dropped back again. It's been hovering at 3,000 for like the last couple days. Got 3,000 subscribers, 6 members. So do you think these colors are going to be like neutral enough that like the bag would be able to be carried pretty much every day? Or do you think that?
It should be. It's easier when it's just a lanyardish kind of thing.
Right. Because Mandy was saying that this would be a bag that would be nice to carry just the essentials when you're going out to lunch. And I have to agree. That seems about right.
Like she'll probably just need her phone, her access card,
Right.
and whatever she uses to pay.
Right. Yeah. So anybody who hadn't like heard earlier, this is being made for my shrink. Yeah. What does she do during live? Usually she's watching tennis or some other form of gnip gnop. No, she's handling the research and stuff, which is kind of fun. We've got some new things put together that makes it possible where she can actually help look up the things we end up talking about. All right, I need to see this pattern a little bit more. Wait, I lost my mouse. Ah, it fell in the void. Okay, so pencil mark from there to there, there, and all of that's done. Oh, cool. So this light colored one now goes all the way down. Yeah, yeah. Can we pull that up? Joe Rogan once did a set that was so genius. If he had stayed as that kind of a person, it would have been a lot of fun. He basically said that we all talk like we know what we're talking about. We can talk megapixels and all that stuff. But if we were left to our own devices out on an island with all the components that go into a cell phone, we couldn't do it. We have no idea, how any of that stuff gets done, because there's the smart people, and then there's the rest of us, right? And the rest of us are like, wow, pyramids had to be like space aliens because how else could they done it? No, the smart people did it. Just the dumb people breed more. So eventually, when you're left with nothing but the dummies, they're like, they did that. So yeah, back then I thought he was pretty brilliant. Now he seems to be like into like really weird conspiracy dumb things. I don't know. Now he thinks why the vaccines are bad or something. At least that's what I've heard other people saying that he said. I don't know. I don't watch his show. All right. So now we're not adding any more strings to it. We start to use the strings that were in that grouping that was in that original Kumi. So, oops, no. So anybody that's watching in a vertical format, whether it's Instagram or the vertical stream, yeah, there is a whole thing showing. Wait, why is my, hang on. Why does my YouTube not show? Hang on. If I hit the play. Oh, there we go. Now I can see it. So yeah, the YouTube, I guess apparently Facebook can see the whole thing.
Yeah, Facebook is same as horizontal.
That's cool. All right, so the first one is a dark blue. And it goes down quite a ways. Hang on, I gotta change the music again. I have no idea what the heck that was.
The album art was interesting.
So the blue goes to where? Oh, I see. Over the... I am so confused. Oh, I see. Okay. I I have found the trigger that lets me know when I got there, and that is it goes over the blue, over the yellow, over the blue, over the yellow, but then it'll cross over one of the light blues, which is coming up, and then it ends on the dark after that. All right, so the next one is a yellow. So we grab 2 strands of that. And then a blue. So basically, it just looks like it just alternates all the rest of the way down. But I don't need to go quite that far just yet. So the dark ones, there's yellow, blue, yellow, blue. So now the pattern starts to get really crazy. We started out with swirls and stuff, which is something, but now it gets, I don't even know how to describe that. Okay, so that's where that blue one ends. I can put this yellow on. That comes over the blue. Yeah, the pattern is just goes, but from a distance, it all will start to kind of make sense. Like, this is one of those ones where you have to kind of stick, when you look up close, you're like, wait, none of this looks right. But then when you step back from it, it's like, oh, I got it. In case anybody wants to see the whole pattern, I know that I'm only showing a small part of it. Anybody who wants to see the pattern, it's over on my website. It's under the tutorials. It's pinned to the top. And it says something about the phone case. I don't remember what the title is, but it's over there. All right, so now this one's a little bit trickier. So let's see, it goes over the dark, over the light, over the dark, and ends on that next light. Making it so that there's only 3 dark blues inside of this little space. And before I bring the long one this way, I want to bring in another dark one here. So it goes over the dark one, over the light one. So the question about being crafting? Yeah, just my mom was really crafty. My sisters were really crafty. And my dad worked 16-hour days. So the influence was just because it was there. Plus, my mom, I'm sure, remember, ADHD brain, definitely going crazy most of the time. Mom discovers that she can buy $5 of materials. What, like, oh, they used to give me like a ball of yarn, a wooden string bobbin, 4 nails, and a crochet hook. And I would be quiet for hours turning it into this weird rope thing. They were never used for anything other than just shutting me up for hours on end. What the heck? So I think the blue one is the one that's supposed to connect. So let's do this. Yellow comes in too. No, not control. Yeah. Hang on. So this goes here. This goes over here. You have to put it higher in the clip. It's shifting around all over the place again. So this blue comes all the way out. I think, if I remember right, this is the pattern that the first time around I thought I had it and then realized that nope, something wasn't going to work and I had to remake most of it. And it proved why you have to like take the time and work out those underlying strings, because if you don't, some of the things that you think can happen, yeah, maybe not. All right, so this one is over this dark. over this light. Over the next dark and ends on the next light. And this one. Yeah, it's a bit like that. Again, ADHD, my mom discovered that if you set me down, so okay, I talked about I created some needle points, right? So let me tell you about how this works. There was a toy back in the 70s called the Roto Draw. You can look these things up. They're really cool. It's a plastic disc that you put a little push pin into the center hole. You've got to do on top of cardboard or whatever, right? So you put the little center pin in, and then you make a little notch up at the top of part of the circle, and you line up number 1 with that notch, and then you go down into the disc, and there'll be a little squiggly line, and it'll say number 1. So you color that in, turn the disc until you get to number 2, and then you fill in number 2, and you do this about 30 times. And it ended up drawing a Disney character. So I did Mickey Mouse and I did Dumbo. Now, when it does this, the images are tiny, like maybe 3 cm, maybe, right? Just tiny things. So then my uncle in England gave me this thing that it's got 3 points to it. And it kind of goes up in a triangle and then a triangle coming down to the middle one. If you take the point on the left and have that anchored down and you trace with the one in the middle, the one on the other side enlarges it. Right? So I traced it, made it bigger, but that still wasn't big enough because it went from maybe 3 cm to 6 cm or something. So then I traced it again to go from 6 to 12. And now that seemed to be big. And I don't know, maybe the numbers are up. I don't know. But it got it big enough that I could needlepoint it. No, Spirograph was the one with the gears. This thing, well, maybe that's what you can actually call the device. I don't know. Anyways. So yeah, I finally got Mickey Mouse and Dumbo to be large enough to actually make something with it. And I used the Continental Stitch in needlepoint to fill in all the colors and stuff. And then my mom was so proud of it, she went to the trouble of starching it and putting them in frames. So I did Dumbo and Mickey Mouse that way. And then they got me a bigger one. I liked monarch butterflies at the time. So they got me this great big pillow of a monarch butterfly that was all Continental Stitch. That thing took forever to fill in. But again, it's the kind of stuff that shuts up a kid who's got problems sitting still. When given something like that, where I could put my focus into it, I was calmer. I was, just a whole lot easier to deal with. So I'm sure that a lot of why I got into crafts was just to shut me up and help me deal with everything. Because even as an adult, I have to be doing something almost all the time. Otherwise, I could get annoying. I'm sure Mandy wouldn't say that, but I know that it's true. And fortunately for me, this craft takes up almost all my day. I'm almost always behind the computer, either creating special effects or doing other things to make it fun. Yeah, what is it? Hang on. $5. $5. You can make sure that everybody here is awake. Wow. Look at this. That blue and yellow contrast is so good.
Yes, my school colors.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I said, my family was good at crafting. My my sister also had this one girlfriend who worked at GM and would just get into the idea like, hey, I feel like I want to try a new hobby. And because GM paid pretty darn well back then those days, she would just spend a whole boatload of money on learning a new hobby, and we would go be invited to go along and try it. Like there was one time she spent about $800 on stuff to make chocolate. So they made the chocolate covered cherries, and we were calling them Dolly Parton molds, and then there was boy molds, for lack of better terms. Um, just a bunch of just randomly things, you know. And yeah, we got, you know, some came out really well, and got to eat the ones that weren't so nice and not, you know, couldn't pass out as gifts. I think it might have been for like an Easter time or something, but still, like $800 in chocolate is a lot, especially in the 70s or early 80s, probably late 70s. Right, that goes to there. Yeah, I think when it comes to kids with ADHD or other anxiety problems, if you can give them something to be creative, give them a creative outlet of whatever kind, as long as they're enjoying it. Like don't sit down, make bracelets, you know, you'll be quiet. No, I don't think that works. But if you give them something that they enjoy and that they get lost in, that calms them and gives them that sense of satisfaction and accomplishment, I think it's good. If they hate it, then maybe no, you know. I personally, I picked up this craft and kind of loved it immediately. I thought this was so much fun to do, and you know, being creative was awesome. Playing with, seeing how different colors work with each other. Like that's why, you know, even now you hear me like, ooh, this yellow and blue because it really is. It's just these colors are great. And sure, I have an idea when I'm picking out colors, like what's going to go well with each other, but it's not until you really kind of get into the thick of it that you're like, can really see how well they all kind of blend in. And, you know, the red was supposed to be this fun accent color. I think it's doing that job really, really well. I am kind of curious as to like if I have the right size board to put behind this when it gets to where we're working on the both sides together. Kind of feel like I do. But yeah, and part of the whole my need to teach other people how to do this is I've gone so far beyond just doing regular bracelets and stuff. Now mashing patterns together and coming up with ideas and showing people how to different variations of doubling a pattern and stuff. Like I want that kind of stuff remembered because there's so many people who now rely entirely on a made up pattern they don't know how to create for themselves. And to me, that's half the fun. And if you really wanted to be the guy that put in like a ton of patterns into those apps, well, then a lot of the stuff that I'm teaching would probably teach you how to do that as well. Wow.
You've got a couple of Spanish comments on Instagram.
Hello, Spanish people. Hola. That's about all I know how to say. So, what kind of comments? Does it say hola?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hola, buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
2 hours later.
Oh, I think I know that one. Wait. I don't know it. I thought I know that I should. My sister used to speak Spanish. She married a Mexican, lived in Mexico City for a long time.
It means hello,
Oh,
good morning, good morning. Well, good day.
awesome. Well, hello. Good morning. Good morning. At Yeah, I guess it is. It's 12:01. Bueno tardis? Wait, if you do it more than once, are you then retardus?
Bad word.
No, it's not. If your clock is running too fast, then you need it to, make that adjustment.
I was thinking more Doctor Who.
Yes, it does look a little that way, but it's got an E, not an I. Lord help us, if that's the case. But tomorrow I'll be there. So this does share some of the traits that we had from the other bags. Like this yellow is coming down when it makes contact with the lighter blue. It's going to change directions, which is pretty much what we had going in the smaller bags. So some of the things that we gained from before still there. Awesome. So say this yellow will change direction. And then this blue can come outward one little teeny space. And now we can bring this out. So this red goes over the dark one. Over the light. Over the dark. Over this light one, and then turns the next dark. Yeah, that's not confusing at all. Ah, goodness gracious. All right, so I need to mark off some of this stuff that's been accomplished. So that goes to there. That goes to there. Wow. Okay, so now it's going to be a case of getting this other side over here. Oh. Let's see. Anything happening over on Facebook? No. All quiet over there. Wait, does it tell me? Yeah, no viewers. What about 2 over on the vertical stream? Yeah, come over to the horizontal stream, guys. It's more fun over here. And sub, I need to show you guys the new tech that we got around here. Ooh, honey, do one that just says your name here, just so they can see what the. Let's see if we can inspire some people to try the new tech.
I just had a really moronic moment.
And had no idea what I was talking about?
No, I had no idea where my phone was.
Oh.
I was looking around for my phone.
Wait.
It was streaming Instagram.
Nice. All right, I need to do something with the pattern here so I can see where I'm at. Ah. All right, so the next one is dark. Light. Check it out, guys. We've gotten pretty cool tech around here. So when you subscribe, we get these. How awesome is that? And it just hangs out over there. So get yourself introduced to the rest of the community sub, and it could be fun. All right. This one goes way down here. So this is the one where I discovered that the trick was it goes past the light blue and stops. So now that I've learned that from the other side, I can kind of build this with some confidence. We've only got about another 50 minutes or so before the stream ends. So, you know, anybody with any questions, anything, probably now is the best time. Of course, we will be back next Saturday, where I will add more and more stuff to this. So there's that light blue, and then it stops here on the dark blue. And this one goes the other way. Over the light. Over the dark. Over the light. Ends on the dark. Then this light comes in. Oh, and Robert, yeah. So back to ADHD me. So my dad did die when I was young, so I had, you know, whatever. But when I was about 14 years old, my mom had cancer, and I was staying over at my sister's house where they were helping to look after my mom. And my brother-in-law's aunt or somebody came up from Pennsylvania, and they were knitting, and they got really sick of me like just watching intensely. Like, I think I could do that, you know, like, but I was being quiet. I was trying to be polite, but I was intensely watching. I guess I creeped her out. So she's like, "Do you want to learn?" Yep. And gave me a little ball of yarn to play with, and I went at it like a duck to water. And then, so I was taught how to knit and how to purl. And I thought I came up with something pretty clever. I was going to make checkerboard with it. And like, they took a look at it and went, "Oh, wow, you're already doing basket weave." Like, oh, I didn't invent a thing. Darn it. So yeah, even at a fairly young age, I was trying to see what kind of boundaries I could push with crafting. So after having messed with that for a little bit, they finally took away the terrible like crummy ball that they started me with, which was kind of scrappish or whatever, didn't have much, and gave me a really good ball of yarn. And so I started making my mom a scarf, which I guess in hindsight I should have known that that wasn't going to be that good of a whatever. But yeah, I made a scarf. It was really cool. Basket weave and okay. This yellow just comes straight down. Great. Hmm. Yeah, so this is getting kind of crazy now. So this goes over the dark, the light one. Over the dark into the light. Okay. So yeah, I am terribly sorry that I'm not as talkative when I'm concentrating hard. Again, that's why they gave me crafts in the first place. But this is starting to come together here. So somebody over there on Instagram, come over to the YouTube channel by the same name, AKAAWOL, and hit subscribe, just so that way I can show everybody what it looks like. I know that you guys, if anybody that's over there watching it, you're probably not already subbed. You guys make the perfect ones to do it. Oh man. Yeah, I can't spell to save my butt. And the whole look it up in the dictionary thing did not help me. I was the worst. I'm surprised Mandy even dealt with me. Like for the first 3 years, we had a long distance relationship, a lot of texting, a lot of her trying to figure out what the heck I was talking about. Although most of it was all just done phonetically and like a probably a fifth grader or something. I don't know how she didn't think I was completely just, I don't know. I don't want to use derogatory terms here, but you can imagine a few that are coming to my mind. But I guess she could see past the fault of bad spelling, that I was a kind person that, really appreciated her for who she is. Besides, what would my wife do for eye exercises if it weren't for me? Huh? Wait, did that make it to the folder? I pushed the buttons over here. Yeah, that's right. But if she's smart, she doesn't stay behind him too long because, you know, boys are gross. Especially considering my wife is pretty short. Being behind me is just, yeah. I am so looking forward to a snack after the stream. He got it. Yeah, Robert, my wife's height basically puts her right in that jet stream. So she walks beside me, not behind me. It's so weird. The Art Kumi Humo whatever gave a bunch of hearts. Oh, that's so nice. Hang on, wait, can I? Where's the do? Where's the thank you one? Oh, come on. Hang on, I'm playing in Instagram now. Where's no, it's not objects. Where's the faces? There it is. Uh-oh, I broke something. Instagram just went dark on me. I don't know what it did. something broke. They don't know how to fix it either. It's all kind of gray now. It still seems to be working. It's just dark and cynical.
You brought up the chat thing. Just tap outside of it. Or swipe down.
I can't seem to move anything or change anything. I broke it. Clearly, you didn't have monstrous sisters like I did. Why is... Huh. Yeah, I can't seem to fix Instagram. It still seems to be working. It's just...
It's just you brought up the chat thing, the overlay.
Wait, let me show you what it looks like. See? It's there, but it's all... I can't slide this bar. I can't slide the other bar. Nothing's moving. Nothing's working.
What are you looking at that on?
What's that? I was looking for the thank you thing.
No, what are you looking at Instagram from?
Um, Chrome.
Refresh the page.
But now... let me go back to... Oh, where am I at? Where's the... Get out of... Back to safe. How do I see where my live stream is now? Is it still live streaming?
Yes.
Oh, I see a thing at the top. But now... I'm back. Oh! Wait, I can hear myself again. Oh no, that's not good. Where am I at? Where's the... Wait, I don't... Ah! I broke it more. Oh, I might have actually killed it that time. I was hearing myself and I bailed. Oh well, hopefully anybody over there has learned to come over here. Commiserating. All right. Oh, so anybody... Yeah, what device? It was on my computer. I couldn't think of Chrome. I don't use the word an awful lot. I got confuddled.
Don't break, the cabin is still there.
Yeah, I just realized I was about to push the button. I wanted to go up and look at my... what I've accomplished here. to see what I'm doing next. So this light one comes down. Got it. Yeah, I think it's not, well, hang on. Yeah, I think I ended the stream rather abruptly over there. Because when I refreshed it, the sound came in, and suddenly I was hearing myself from a while before. I didn't know what to do with that.
It's still live.
Is it? I can't see it. Find
Yeah.
it. Oh no, I don't know how to make it stop. That's awesome. Wake up tomorrow morning. Oh, hello, Instagram people. Yeah, I was trying to sort. Okay, so little thing there. That person always seems to find my posts and does the little hearts thing, and I always try to at least respond with the little thank you thing, because I'm guessing the lack of actually typing something in means that we probably don't speak the same language. So I was trying to just respond, but then I broke it. I have no idea what happened.
Who is much of the penguins?
What's that?
Who is much of the penguins on Instagram?
Oh, I should know that.
They just made a very funny comment.
Why can't I
I
find? I
love it.
can't see the live stream now. Wait.
Go to your profile page and tap on your face.
I should know that. Okay, how do I turn the sound up?
They just made a very funny comment.
Why can't I find? I
love it.
can't see the live stream now. Wait, I got it open, but now I
Go
can't.
to your profile page and
I've got it open, but I can't make it stop making noise.
Click the tab.
I should know that. Okay,
Site.
got it. Okay. Oh. Just string things. They just said it. But apparently I don't have the earlier whatever funny comment happened because I've only got something about 1, 2, and 50 people
Oh,
that joined.
cool.
I don't think there's 50 people now, and it doesn't tell me. Oh, there's 3 people live. So just string things is also merch of the penguins.
Mm.
Around here we call them penguins because that's what, you know, Mr.
Cumberbatch.
I was trying to think of like some of the funnier names that like, 'cause if you just like cucumber bunch or something, everybody just knows that you're just talking about him because you can say his name as wrong as you want and it's still going to be that dude. All right.
So yeah, Just String Things said that Instagram is going to turn very Truman Show if Kevin can't figure out how to turn it off.
Nice. Worse things could happen, I'm sure. Oh, that's nice. Somebody named themselves and 48 others joined. Oh, I want to do that. I want an account that's something like that. Just confuse everybody all the time. That's awesome. All right.
So
So wait. This one here goes all the way to here and up to this, and all of this box is done. Cool. All right, so that's the beginning of essentially the backside of the bag, right? Because when you do it, this will fold over, and that this part will be seen on the front of the bag. Ah, almost lost our little robot thing there. All right, let's see what we got over here to work with. So now I have to split up the strings to make this work. Obviously, I wasn't exactly planning on this evening. Otherwise, I might have had a little bit of this put together, prepped and ready to go. So let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to balance it with 5 on the other side. This one actually plays well with these. So there's 6. Let's take a look at the pattern. One, 2, 3, 4. So 8 of them have to be on one side, 8 on the other. And then 4 gold. 6 gold. 2, 4. Actually, I kind of, the Truman Show thing, I now thinking about my behind the scenes live streams might actually feel a whole lot like Truman Show kind of stuff, because a lot of times it's just me in here in the office talking to myself, thinking that somebody will one day watch that stuff. And yeah, I even actually now find myself talking to myself a whole lot more because I forget that the camera isn't actually on. I'll like look up and be like, oh, no OBS. Darn it. That was funny. This is golden stuff you guys are missing out on. What do you miss? Lots. You miss. You can't go do stuff. You miss out on all the fun. Yeah, it actually does sound good. So 1, 2, 3, 3.5. Where's the other one? 4. All right. There's all the dark blue for that side. 1, 2, 3 yellow. And then the reds. All right, let's just double check our math here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. 3 and 1. Yep, this is right.
Okay, so the reason Just String Things is not with us on the chat here is because she got logged out of YouTube and she's not home, so she doesn't have the password.
Oh no. Well, that's kind of cool that she still wanted to be a part of it and found a method to watching. That's kind of cool.
She's actually watching the horizontal right now.
Oh, but it's not logged
It's just
in.
not logged in. Yeah.
Got it. Wow. There's commitment. Okay, so blue, yellow, blue. And then the red. And then red, blue, yellow, blue, then yellow. Yeah, this isn't confusing at all. Jeez Louise. Ooh. Ooh, that sounds really awesome.
Doesn't it?
We're like less than 15 minutes away from me being able to go eat pizza, and you guys are killing me now. All right. Although I'm actually really pleased with how much progress we made. Oh yeah, I forgot this one. So this group has the red boxes, but the red boxes have a gap in between them. This was when designing this, it kind of solved problems and made it work in a kind of fun way. We have Little Caesars here, Robert. We're not slumming it. We got Little Caesars, and for some odd reason, Little Caesars over here is like making it all gourmet and like not burnt and not bad. Plus, they have some Italian style pizzas, which are wasn't until 5 years ago a decent pizzeria joint opened up, and then shortly after we got Little Caesars to do the same kind of thing but cheaper. Seriously, go and look up Pizza Hut Singapore. Look at their webpage, look at the menus, see what kind of stuff they got going on. Wait, is it Pizza Hut that has the volcano?
No, that's Domino's.
Is it Domino's? Oh, okay. Also look up Domino's in Singapore. Oh man, no. The other guy is totally interesting. That's
That's a loaded
applicable.
word.
That's applicable. It is interesting. Not good, but interesting. Oh yeah. And there's this weird knack over here. People want to call shrimp prawns, right? They don't Like, it doesn't matter what size or whatever. They call them all prawns, and they'll put prawns on the pizza. But the thing about prawns, those are the big ones. They have more segments in their body or whatever. Shrimp are the smaller ones, right? Probably why they, tease kids and call them shrimp and all that kind of stuff. They're the smaller ones. Over here, my problem is it's like saying that a zebra is a horse. No, that's not how it works. It's not. No, stop it.
Just String Things says there used to be a Little Caesars inside of a Kmart when she was a kid that closed down when she was a teenager. And it was seriously a million times better than any Little Caesars she's been to since.
Yeah, if you go to like some of the Little Caesars in Detroit, some of them are just sort of, they're there. It's food, not great, but it's But the one here, man, holy smokes. This is supposed to go over that. And then this goes 3. Yeah, somehow the ones here, like, it's done to perfection. The crusts are super enjoyable. And there's nothing chewy, hard about them or anything. Like,
Until the delivery person carries them sideways.
Yeah, we did have that mess up the other day. Like, what was that, last week? Week before last.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Ooh. I still have not found out what Groose is. We were just talking about this. Was that Rara? Was that you? Right? Don't bring me down. No. I think it was. It was Rara. When she came on the live stream, I was listening to this, and I was talking about the fact that I still want to know what that means. I don't get it. I learned about it because of a Doctor Who episode. They went really hard on that. No. Nice. Don't bring me down, Bruce. Yeah, I always thought it was Bruce was being a baddie. No. Yeah. Yeah, I don't get how it's being used in the sentence then. If it's like, don't bring me down, hello? Like, I don't get it. All right, so we got this part kind of started. Not bad. I know that my little alarm thing is going to go off here shortly. Next week, we will be joining this part with what we already have. And, well, I don't know what we'll start with. There's so much to be done. Oh, man. But not bad for 3 hours. Like, we got some serious solid work in here today.
The flat is really cool looking.
It really is. It really is. It'll be kind of fun to see kind of how that all kind of fits in with the other bits as we get a little further into it. So let's bring that back out to show while I go and figure out what have I accomplished here. This, whoops, not control, to there, to there. Kind of highlighting a little bit more so you guys can kind of see from the pattern what we've accomplished here so far today. So, wow, awesome, way cool. Hopefully you guys had a good time watching. I need to cut up a lot more floss for next week because I suspect we will be doing the other side of this, which I have to find that pattern and get it put over onto the website. But yeah, much accomplished. Way cool.
AKAAWOL, you have to get to Bikini Bottom and help Sandy. She
see,
got
I
her
knew the
spins
alarm
in a
was
bunch
coming.
again.
And yeah, before I go, I definitely want to thank my Patreon as well as my YouTube members for making all of this possible. This is a lot of floss. And without their help, I wouldn't be able to do all this. So thank you guys very much. I really mean that. Yeah, anybody who's stopped in and checked everything out, please come back again next week. Check on the progress. Check in, say hi, that kind of stuff. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. It has been really fun though. Thank you guys, everyone. And yeah, don't get your strings in a bunch.
You can't power me off if you can't catch me. Ha ha ha.